Alright, if you guys watched my just finished recording the actual main episode.
I paid this much for my nose to have it broke.
At least you made a good escape. I mean, if you guys watched the ending of the episode from earlier, I almost killed her. Anyways, the best time to do anything in GTA nighttime, we are going to... Can I turn that off? That's making the noise, right? I want to go watch TV. Okay. Anyways, it's nighttime in GTA. We're going to sit down and watch a full TV show. So, let's find one. I can get to the fucking TV. There we go.
Let's get on the ship and vaporize these SLBs!
There we go.
Yeah, baby!
Alright. What do we want to watch? I guess we have time to watch anything.
I get carried away with all these deals. Oh, this is a luxury.
Oh, wait, help us.
Sexy luxury. Like rich people have.
Okay.
Incredible value. You can't buy people for this much money.
You can't.
I've tried. Are you picking up the Kingdom of Heaven collection?
I sure am. As soon as I get it, I'm terminating a pregnancy.
If you
Was that?
find a better
Holy
price
shit.
anywhere on the 19-piece ornate ceremonial sword collection, I'll eat crow.
You'll also get this. The Gladiator 9. It's the 9th iteration of the popular Gladius, inspired by ancient Roman orgies. Its short stabbing motions are excellent in close quarter combat. This is old ancient world style Damascus steel. There are 4 kings of the beast happily mating on the handle.
Woo! Woo! Look at the eyes of the lion done in gold on the handle. That's the last thing people will see. And this is the last you'll see of this collection. $99.95.
That has no business being so fucking funny.
19 ceremonial and historical sword collection. Oh, Luther, they gonna get spoiled.
How about this collection then? Item number 1812, over 250 knives. If you could buy it, this collection would be worth upwards of $3,000 on the black market. What are they going to receive, Estelle?
Oh, look at this one. Push a button, bam! Knives open, cop's dead.
Cop
There's
is
a
dead?
finger groove. That's a luxury.
Ooh, I wanna get the phone
switchblade
call.
Excelsior. You'll get the Navy SEAL. High carbon super density stainless steel for cutting underwater. Plus the bald eagle. Its glory, that's also a knife. Sing it with me. Glory be to the USA. Woo! With a wildlife scene on the handle. Do you see that, Luther? You're having a tough day at work. You can whip this buddy out. Look at that nature scene on the handle.
Of course you
Think
can.
about a more peaceful place away from meddling co-workers, sexual harassment, regulation.
Could you imagine
and
someone
do-gooders
fuck...
getting in the way
If only
for
Gracie
business.
Ancelotti had one of
You'll
those.
get the firefighter knife. Won't
The
melt
firefighter
when you need
knife.
to cut your way out of a burning building. What else can I do? 250 knives.
You just fucking
A great
chop your
value.
way out of a
These
cement
are
building.
working knives. These are ceremonial knives. These are ornamental knives. These are
Geez, they're really pushing
fantastic
these
knives.
fantastic-
One for under your pillow, in the baby stroller, in your briefcase.
In the baby straw.
This one right here makes me want to drop from a tree, slit a Viet Cong neck, and light a torch and run through the jungle plumb naked on acid.
Grab it, get it, buy it, let's move it. How? Get up, bitches. Get you some knives. You're missing out. If you're watching, you should be buying. No explanation.
But say, why haven't we bought any knives yet? This is fucking
Remember,
fantastic.
You need a knife. Order now. These deals can't last. Dial the number on your...
Short, paid for by Michael Grace for governor.
Alright.
He says, she says, he says, shut up. The women of Dazzletown show their true nature in Vinewood Cunts.
Yay!
Only on Weasel.
Vinewood Cunts.
You're late to see your therapist. You're in a hurry. You've had a couple of martinis at lunch. Then someone or something gets in the way. What do? Leave the scene? Head for the border? Not with Vig Insurance.
Not with
Now
Vig
you don't have
Insurance.
to worry. Call one of our claim representatives immediately, and we'll deal with the law. Silence any victims before uncomfortable litigation can happen. We insure against drunk driving, accidental gun discharge, and narcotics violations. Big Insurance, because freedom equals peace of mind.
Doesn't it?
Weasel Wednesdays heat up next season with Vacation Home Sluts. Go visit on Weasel. All next week, it's patriotism at its finest as
Oh,
Weasel
yes.
revisits history with the non-stop terror marathon.
Terror
Back-to-back
marathon.
docudramas blaming liberals for everything. Only on Weasel.
Liberals suck. Terror marathon. Ew, Las Venturas Poker Challenge.
Last week, we brought you the greatest victory in the history of televised card gambling mayhem. 5 men looking with disgust at each other as their women look on in envy from the sideline.
It's like a 6th grade circle jerk, Malcolm.
That's right. And with that, welcome back to the Venturas Poker Challenge in association with Cerveza Borracho. Because when you've got a full house, it's playtime. And E. Cola, because gambling is deliciously infectious. I'm
Of course.
Malcolm Fitzherbert.
And I'm Troy Berger.
Troy, this is the
Troy
biggest
Berger.
payday in sports. Next to convincing a city to give you a stadium and land tax-free.
Or when your city gets the Olympics.
Oh, that's right. I mean, seriously, what can you say about what we've seen so far?
Well, Malcolm, it's been a real... Well, I'm just at a loss for words. I mean,
Cox.
seriously, it is just a tough time describing this.
There's
You
fucking
know,
names.
I am paid to avoid uncomfortable silences.
It's been truly remarkable. This is entertainment at its finest. This is sport at its best. This is human drama at its most humane and dramatic. I'm
Is it?
sure Chris Cummings is going home a millionaire. And you know how he did it? By day after day, risking his future.
That's a lot of
betting on
chip
a win,
count.
putting everything he owned on the line for a lie. If that's not a metaphor for life, I don't know what is. Chris moved here from San Fierro, says he likes moving to a desert where the faceless suburbs stretch on for 100 miles. You can get a McMansion cheap, and there won't be any water left in 5 years.
Well, you said it, Malcolm. Okay, just minutes ago,
I'm trying to change the view up so we can all see it.
Aces High Fruit Loop and sent
That
the
I don't
whole
like how my
place
thing is just
insane.
cutting off the
Lunacy! 5 people
Doesn't
died. Bet it all, don't play it safe, and go home a winner.
Wow, the Poker Dome rules! Guys covered with logos wearing
gonna
sunglasses
sit down?
indoors. I mean, these athletes are incredible. They're here for one thing, to win a shiny bracelet that says they're #1. Call it honky
God
bling,
forbid.
but every man wants it. You know, every time I see Steve Buffet Jabowitz play, I am amazed at the agility of the man. I am terrified of the wisdom, and I am fascinated by the bubbling undercurrent of sexuality.
He's a
What?
fucking poker
Can
player.
you take your hand off my leg?
What I guess I'm saying is, when that man rides the river, that river knows it's been ridden.
That man only has a
Venturas
35
Poker
grand chip
Challenge.
count, and the other guy has $1 million.
Hey, wait. He's thinking. What's Jabowitz going to do? What's in store for the buffet car?
I am not sure. You think he's got pocket rockets? Because, you know, pocket rockets take out a pair of whores.
Oh, they sure do, Troy. Man, I'm so excited I could pee. Now, keep quiet.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, wait. Cummings is looking at his cards. This is a huge moment.
Unbelievably big. That
Oh,
man is
shit.
all about the flop.
Oh, fantastic.
Ooh.
I cannot believe that.
Wow.
He's folded. Take a look at that, ladies and gentlemen. You just saw history here tonight. Absolutely incredible.
The crowds are going ballistic here in the desert.
Hey, that's what it's all about. That and smoking and drinking yourself into an early grave. Hey, let's take a quick break. This break is brought to you by Sprunk, because commercials are the essence of life. And
course.
Cherenkov, because commercials warm you to the core.
Don't they?
Uh-oh. Here comes Michael Graves with more of his negative attack ads. But let's stick to the facts and move past these pathetic politics of division and swift boating. Fact. Michael Graves spent taxpayer money on a vacation home in the Philippines where young boys speak in lisps and don't wear pants. Michael Graves says he supports family values, but his wife is a harlot and has aborted 5 children.
My
Maybe
God.
Michael Graves has forgotten the tragic events a few years ago, but we haven't. He wants to end the war on terror and make America and your children vulnerable to terrorists, much like those little boys are vulnerable to him. You have a choice come Election Day. Choose freedom for your state. Vote John Hunter for governor. The future depends on you making the right decision.
Good Lord. All right, let's move on.
I tell my kids, you can never have enough knives around the house.
Oh boy, you tell your kids that.
Space Rangers, we have never heard of your planet Earth or your sponsor, Pisswasser. But we welcome you to our planet. We are agrarian and do not have much, but what we have you may share.
Huh? What's he saying? Man, that's gibberish.
Fucked if I know. He's speaking some kind of weird jibber-jabber space dialect with long words.
Dialect, schmilect. I don't trust the sumbitch. Besides, it looks queer to me. And if we don't fight them here, they'll follow us to America and pollute the blessed homeland.
You know the drill, boys.
Your strange religion and foreign ways threaten our freedoms.
Dan, you look fruity, like you got a wide stance, you know?
But this is my home, brothers. Here it is you who is strange. Can't we all get along?
What's he saying, man? This alien sure speaks crap.
Hey, habla inglés, hola!
Hey, listen up, shit for brains. The time for peaceful negotiations is over.
You heard the boss, asshead hole. You know what time it is, baby. It's time to die.
Oh, shit.
Make sure you get the children. They'll just turn into insurgents themselves.
Hey, them young'uns is running into that alien orphanage.
It seems to me we've uncovered a terror plot. Innocent people back home will suffer. I repeat, they will suffer.
Shit.
Hey there, Commander. This here nuke is armed and on your go, baby.
That's 10-4. Let's get on the ship and vaporize these SLBs.
Let's do it.
Yeah, baby.
Damn.
All right, another round, boys. You deserve it. You are heroes today. And I say, with a tear in my eye, mission accomplished! Hoorah! Hoorah!
Yes!
Democracy
We
is a
defeated
gift
this
to the
fucking
universe.
mission.
Those alien kids learned a valuable lesson today. Oh, I got a breach in the airlock.
Hey,
God, there was a report from Fort Ass. General shit's on his way.
God damn it, soldier! You are specifically prohibited from firing off air biscuits! Hey, what's that up ahead?
Oh, yeah. Oh, this, wait
You
a minute.
idiot! You're
Hold
looking
up.
at the microwave oven! Look at the screen!
Oh, I'm sorry, Commander. I was cooking me up a quesadilla. Hey, this here registers as a strange planet on the insurgent scan. Well, it's on the map, but fuck if I can pronounce the name.
No surprise there, but I say we take no chances anyway. Let's give them 8 kinds of hell, Butch! Fire it all!
With pleasure, sir.
I'm sorry. What did we shoot at them?
I never get tired of seeing that. Well done, fellers. Put a note in the log. Encounter terrorist threat. Commence to liquidize same enemy. Freed mankind. And I'm recommending both of you sons of bitches for some more medals and shit.
Oh, thank you, Commander.
Hey, listen, can we shower together later?
Indubitably. But only after we play space volleyball and work ourselves up a man-sized sweat.
Oh, man, y'all know I ain't good at no volleyball.
Hush. Don't ruin it. It's too tender.
Oh, I got something on the insurgent scan again.
Hey, readings indicate minerals and gold.
Well, boys, lock and load. Let's have ourselves a look-see. What do you say?
Is that Earth?
Remember, if we meet any strangers, kill them! I bet these punks have no capacity whatsoever for peaceful coexistence, drive-through liquor stores, gun shops, or the democratic freedom to have their votes discarded in swamps!
Shit, they better learn how to pray in school.
Oh, give it a rest. They're fucking savages, Dick! Hey, Here's one now.
The gods were right! You've come! Welcome to our peaceful land of plenty!
What is he saying?
This son of a bitch doesn't even speak American!
Yes, I do. I said welcome. Ow! You prick! You shot me in the tentacle! No problem. It will grow back. Listen, I forgive you, brother. Carrying around the burden of hate is worse for me than those I despise.
What on God's green earth is he saying?
I don't know, sound like some Tai Chi Chuan Fandango transvestite bullshit. I don't know, I was thinking the exact same thing. See, I recognize some of the words, but the sentiments seem simplistic and, well, foreign, if you will.
I don't understand what anybody's saying. I just want to shoot.
Enemies out there, boys! The enemy's out there! No! The enemy's inside.
Listen, guys, welcome! We've arranged a welcome party with a tequila slide.
Yes.
Good times.
Love
We'll get
tequila.
started with massages from attractive she-aliens. Then, after hand release, we'll
You better stop trying to buy my men off with your women! Ditto!
Yeah, I hate women.
Oh, sorry. We mean no offense. Listen, we really need your help. We are a loving, peaceful race. Last menstrual moon cycle, an evil race of
Menstrual
aliens
moon
invaded
cycle.
and began imposing their will on us. They enslave many of my people, steal our natural resources with no-bid contracts while destroying our culture. Can you help? Oh no. Here comes one of them now.
What are you saying,
Tits.
sharing scum?
I was explaining to these manly space rangers
The
how
fuck is this
you
alien?
enslaved my people.
Of course we have. You've got resources we need, and besides which, we are evil and greedy.
I like this little guy. He's speaking a lot of sense, know what I mean? Hey, you wanna go bass fishing?
Man, what's he saying?
My God, you are a fucking moron. Listen, you two, please. These evil aliens are destroying our people and culture.
You're weak. You deserve to suffer.
He's got leadership skills on him, too. This little fella's incredible. Hey, Commander, awaiting your orders. Hell, our mission is clear as mud, boys, and I do not believe in any manner of deviation. Except, of course, for that one night in college when we had one too many wine spritzers. Are you calling me a deviant, boy?
No! No.
Therefore, we must travel through space, meet strangers, and kill them good.
For democracy and liberty!
Hurrah!
But I can give you wisdom.
And I can make you rich.
All right, I've heard enough of this shit. You know the drill, fellas.
No.
Cook up! That'll teach that son of a bitch what shocking all means. You did a great job, boys. I'm proud of you. Oh, damn it, Dick! I've told you no bopping the baloney in outer space! Sorry, Commander, but this soldier is unable to stop thinking about your warm, hairy embrace! Republican Space Rangers!
Republican Rangers of Space. Oh, shit. Wait.
God damn it!
When primitives light years away threaten their way of life, the Republican Space Rangers will be there to make sure democracy wins again. Republican Space Rangers.
I'm so glad I watched that. Alright.
Like founding a country on getting shit-faced and working slaves was trouble from the start. It hadn't worked for the Greeks, and it wouldn't work for the Dutch. 4,000 miles from home and no internet connection to read up on soccer scores, the populace became disenchanted. The colony's deep-seated racism and love of 24-hour shopping would begin to prove to be its undoing.
Ooh, the history of Liberty City. I'll return after these messages.
What happens when you take a whole chicken, pack it full of mashed potatoes, top it full of gravy, insert some corn, then deep fry it? You've got yourself a meal. The all-new stuffed Pollo Toto Frito, now at Cluck and Bell. The meal in one just got massive. Cluck and Bell.
17,000 calories.
Liberty City, you don't need money to drive away at Sully's. How about the Farachi? Here's a fine racing machine for you. There's been a lot of special moments in this beauty. So special, there was an Amber Alert issued. They never found her. but it's yours for $7,999.
Wow, what a
Enjoy
deal.
the power of the open road today. Oh boy, Sully's got a nice one for you here. The Emperor. Fast as hell. And the airbags have been successfully tested by the previous 3 owners. None of them are in the state to drive anymore, so the car is yours now for the low price of $12,999. Sully's has trucks too. The EXT.
Fuck
It
is
makes you
happening to
feel
all these
manly
cars?
like driving a truck covered in another man's blood. It's got dark upholstery that doesn't show stains. It's a forensics dream. We call it the Science of Crime Special. Only
God.
$10,499. Head down to Sully's Automart right now. These and other bargains are going fast. Remember, Sully says it's pre-owned. It's not used.
Okay, Sully.
Liberty City.
Okay.
A town on the edge. A town at the daybreak of dawn. A city at the gate of the universe. A city at the limit of metaphor, deep into the point where hyperbole becomes gibberish. The gateway to the new world was also a terrifying den of iniquity, and the campaign to clean up Liberty City and shut down the comatoriums began almost as soon as the city was founded.
What most people don't
Ye
know,
old
but what I
wank
discovered through extensive reenactments, purely for research of course, was that in the comatoriums they used pig fat as lubrication, which in many ways is far superior to modern-day petroleum jelly. Another thing worth bearing in mind is that in the spring of 1647, the East India Trading Company hired a cross-dressing director general for New Rotterdam named Gloria Hole. He had lost his right leg in
Gloria
an unfortunate
Hole?
industrial accident while preaching the good word to some savages by, blowing them up with a cannon, which backfired. Puritanical and self-righteous, he had orders to return civility and productivity to the colony.
Within weeks, he had banned drinking, smoking, fornicating with Indians, Texas Hold'em, missing church, anal beads, laughter, and imposed strict fines for male camel toe and whistling in public. It wasn't well received. The city was burned to the ground.
Oh my god.
Within a few years, New Rotterdam had become so diverse that the Dutch had become a minority in their own colony. Then, just like today, nobody paid attention to the Dutch and only passed through to get stoned or screw a hooker while pretending that they were going there to look at the depressing paintings and smelly stagnant waterways and wooden shoes. Diversity was troubling. And with diversity comes chaos, as we know to our peril today. Nietzsche said that, and he was so clever he ended up in a lunatic asylum.
Then, leaders began to fear the worst.
They were totally petrified of the Jews showing up.
Taxes were reduced so everyone could afford their own firearm, and a pattern for the country was now set in stone. Ignorant, scared xenophobes armed to the teeth trying to protect their borders.
It's always been a great nation. What? I'm not racist.
On August 27th, 1664, heavily armed British warships entered the harbor. The colonists signed a petition requesting to be ruled by the British, so they wouldn't have to brush their teeth any longer and could be certain they were better than everyone else.
Of course.
The English quickly renamed New Rotterdam Liberty City, after a generous donation by the Bank of Liberty for sponsorship rights.
Every single place the British population went, the invisible hand of God prepared a space for them by, well, conveniently destroying and eradicating the native population.
Of course.
Soon the colony expanded, and areas were named after heavily inbred members of their Germanic royal family.
Oh my god.
Broker was named after Sir William Broker III, the king's bastard son, who was conceived by a milkmaid. The region to its north was called Dukes after the word dookie, as the people in the area smelled like shit. The peninsula to the north of that was named Bohan, after Bohan, a Dutch word meaning Dutch word. And the area across the river was dubbed Alderney, after Philip de Alderney, who was the only person who could tolerate living in an oily, mosquito-filled swamp full of industrial wastelands and soccer moms. But things wouldn't be quiet for long. Pretty soon, the residents of Liberty City began to fight with the British over taxes.
Americans felt, and well, rightly so, that they shouldn't have to pay any taxes. Let the markets sort it out. Poor people will die, rich people will win. Welcome to progress.
And so began the American Revolution. A bloody battle by men and women who wanted to leave the tyranny of England's tax structure that paid for burdensome health care and unnecessary public education.
This was a war agitated by a number of musket companies who knew they would win whatever the outcome.
And of course you can still see that rich tradition today. Americans don't want health care or education. No, we want guns and fireworks shows and wars.
We want big and bad.
Politicians can invest in armament companies and clean up. And of course we want drugs.
Oh, yes, lots of those. Strong ones you take with young co-eds when discussing their thesis and then begin to rub their thighs while they say, "Didn't I hear you on that documentary?" And you whisper to them until they pass out.
Whoa.
But I digress.
The American Revolution was bloody. Soon the French joined in the war to help the struggling American insurgency.
No, they did not.
Yes, they did. They joined in by sending a big statue, which won us the war when the British all died laughing at a giant Martian transvestite eating an ice cream cone.
Whatever. We saved their asses in WW2. Get me some freedom fries.
The Revolutionary War quickly ended. Residents pulled down the statue of King George and melted it into gold chains, gold teeth, and golden toilet seats. The Union Jack was taken down in Liberty City, replaced with the Stars and Stripes, and the newly liberated Americans celebrated. Soon this entrepreneurial spirit took hold, and Liberty City was unstoppable.
Yes, although they were free, the people lived in squalor. You could buy a young boy on the streets for, a few pence. It was a great time to be in the top 5% of the population.
It was a great time to be white. Yes, but soon meddlers like Alexander Hamilton and Thomas Jefferson came in to change the successful agrarian-based slave economy to one of excessive service fees for concert tickets and huge turnpike tolls.
With slavery soon outlawed in Liberty City and the other northern colonies, righteous women were forced to spend time under the train tracks, servicing men for 3 pence.
You could get your knob slobbed for less than the price of a donut. It was a nation on the up. The politicians were having a field day. You couldn't get them to vote because they were all out having their knobs slobbed.
To keep the country moving forward, the capital of the nation was moved from Liberty City to a malaria swamp on the banks of the Potomac, miles to the south.
Near me.
Thankfully, the politicians moved out of Liberty City, and the stage was set for organized crime and mobs to really make a difference.
The city soon became, well, a microcosm of all the contrasting elements of modern life. Palaces, self-extravagance, squalor, tenements, trannies, men, women, and children crowded together like a nest of cockroaches. Just like the Liberty City of today, only with less rich hedge fund dorks trying to be homeboys.
With tensions rising and civil war on the horizon, Federico Fitzpatrick planned to head off and teach the South a lesson. But before doing so, continued his great project to bring calm and civilization to all. A central repository for the most hopeless specimens of degraded humanity to get high in. A park in the middle of Liberty City that would become the great democratic meeting ground where, no matter how rich or how poor, you could get dragged into the bushes and raped. Yet beyond its tranquil borders, tension was breaking out. A lot of people were tired of living in black and white. They wanted color, and there were riots.
There were kids sleeping in the streets, begging, willing to do anything for a nickel. And there were no taboos or TV shows to catch you doing what is natural between a man and a boy.
The nation was sliding inexorably into civil war, which we'll leave until next time. Unless you have the foresight to pre-order the box set of DVDs, join us next time for a history
Authentic
of
air
Nudity
condoms.
Part 2, The Civil War and Beyond.
God, am I thankful to have watched that.
I
What do we got
love
now?
myonlineme.com. You know, you can really get in touch with yourself by building a little virtual character and building him a house and making him go to the bathroom and watching him sleep.
You know what? I hate it. That's what I do. I walked up to the people in virtual reality and I can't break their legs. What good is virtual reality if you can't make people? It's bullshit. You know what this is, Jeremy?
What?
Watch this.
What's
this?
that? That's toilet paper.
Absolutely right. You have to realize that everything around you is a weapon. Toilet paper, spoons,
bottle of water.
hacksaw. If you're in a lot of trouble, you have real ultimate power. Listen, and you will learn. Now, let me tell you.
Bottle of hot
I've been
sauce.
around. I was in the bar once, and I said something to this drag queen, and she kicked me in the nuts. Can you believe that? Now, listen, I don't take shit.
Is that why you have padding on your nuts? Oh, you don't.
Especially a man who dresses as a woman. So I grab her by the fucking hair, and I bounce her head.
Ooh.
Okay.
Is that what you did,
Who's in charge
big boy?
now, huh? So suddenly this guy comes out and he attacks me. I grab a beer bottle, break it on the table, stab it in his face. It's bleeding everywhere, and down he goes, and he had glass in his eye. Drag queen screams, "Oh, what's going on? I need to come." I look at him in the eye and I say, "Listen, buddy, this day of misery has just begun." Right in their fucking face. And another guy comes to me with a pool cue. Uh-oh, not enough weapons now? Okay, say, listen, are you gonna do something with that? And I slit his throat. Over and out. He was gurgling, and then I licked his face, and I started laughing.
You licked his face?
And the bartender, it was unbelievable. Fuck you, bartender. I walked outside, and get on a motorcycle, and I get back to my house. Finally, when I was home, I took a long, warm bubble bath.
Real manly of you.
Well, thanks for that. Well, we're straight out of time. See you next time in the men's room.
The men's room.
What a weird show.
The Alco Patch. It's the same refreshing feeling of your favorite drink, but delivered transdermally and discreetly. Pick up the Alco Patch at your local pharmacy.
In Liberty City, some of the best I've ever had. I'll tell you that. You know, pussy's good when you're inside of it and you're thinking about other things other than sex, like things like, wow, I love gingerbread cookies. When you're thinking that in the pussy, that's when you know it's good shit.
We already saw this guy at the comedy club.
Discuss things rich people have.
Oh,
You'll
yes,
never
I'm
afford,
rich.
And anyone with good taste would never want.
In this week's show, we've got tray rich people who inherited truckloads of money and spend it ostentatiously.
We've got flashy criminals who bribed congressmen to be allowed to live as they want and get plump business contracts.
And we'll get down and dirty with fab politicians who siphoned off 50% of the gross domestic product of poor countries to buy speedboats, servants, snakeskin sofas, and incredible surround sound sanitariums.
Plus, we've got Liberty City's most vacuous debutante cokeheads going head-to-head and giving it in a race to see who can visit the most STD clinics and rehabs.
How lovely.
It's glamour, guts, and really gross greed. From diamond-encrusted glory holes to the proper pronunciation of Ibiza, or Ibiza. We've got a full half hour of gawking at the possessions of rich people and thinking, that should so be me! Why am I a vapid waste of a human being? Maybe I'll blow my brains out during commercials. All because
Please don't
you're
blow your
not
brains out.
on I'm rich.
First up, Chloe Parker. If you don't know who she is, you're a pop culture retard, and
I
that's
guess
deadly
it's me.
serious. This 24-year-old sometime felcher, an heiress to a magnostronomosity of a fortune to the tune of $950 billion. She's one seriously hot number. She's got fake tits stuffed with rubies as well. It's luxury
It sounds like it
plastic
hurts.
surgery taken to a whole new level.
What if
Now,
all of
to
them go
fill
rusty?
Time, a person is going to repeat
That's
what
not how
I
that
just
works,
said
is it?
in a different way while we watch the same footage again.
Chloe Parker is 24 years old and really hot. She's worth a lot of money and is totally vapid. She's had a lot of plastic surgery, but otherwise
Hit him
is
on the
devoid of meaning. She's rich.
She's got it all, and money is everything. She has a daddy, money, and one of those tiny little dogs that rich people keep in their vagina.
Do they?
I want one of those so badly.
Woof woof. So you think your daddy is nice? Chloe Parker went from tycoon tot to tycoon twat. She lived in this mega mansion her daddy bought for her after her first period. And when Pop is back in Colombia managing the family's produce importing company, she's out in the Caraways. Fantabulous. Party in Paris and finger blast in Florence. Her amazing mansion has an underwater home theater with midget mermaids, jumbo jet garages, and a 600-foot yacht
That's
that
all.
costs $3 million a day just to run.
God.
A penthouse in Algonquin's exclusive Middle Park East District is a little
Ooh,
palace in the sky.
that's where I live.
Complete with a moat and drawbridge, torture dungeon, and servants with scurvy. All on the
torture
55th
dungeon is
floor.
obviously the
This
selling
is
point of
real
that.
estate the rest of us can only watch on television and masturbate over.
I'm masturbating right now, furiously. Now, Chloe is best friends with Jill von Krastenberg. This enfant terrible has been ruling Liberty City's nightlife for the past 2 years, since her 11th birthday. Her daddy gave her a pair of diamond miners for her 12th birthday, and after she could walk again, sent her to 15 of the most exclusive boarding schools, all at the same time, and got her a treehouse with servants. Plus, she's got a flying rocket.
Imagine being a servant for a fucking
Money,
treehouse.
omnipotence. When you're this amazing, the laws of nature just don't apply. Your life is like a soda commercial where everything is extreme. Look at this house. That's what it takes to make a splash in the ultra-competitive world of being the kid of rich parents who don't pay any taxes. The Von Krastenbergs are among the richest
Oh, yes,
people
the
in the
Von
world,
Krastenbergs.
apart from morally, where they're entirely destitute, just like the producers of this show. But look at how many sports cars Chloe has. Rumor has it, this deliciously defecating debutante screams daddy while doing the dirty deed rotisserie style.
They live most of the year in Liberty City at this sumptuous mansion, but pay no taxes because they claim to practice their religion inside their home, taking it off the tax rolls. That's
Of course.
a real American entrepreneur.
That thinking got them a 45-bedroom weekend home upstate. It has a candlelit chandelier in the bathroom and transparent plumbing, so you can eat $100 bills, shit them out, and watch your car creation as it departs on its journey. Their religion is money, and they are the Pope, the chief rabbi, and a serious Ayatollah, all rolled into one.
Fabulous.
Oh, lovely.
Their shit doesn't stink. And little baby Jill has got her own bedroom in this palatial palace that's carved out of ivory with murals of erotic versions of fairy tales, hand-painted by celebrity artists Simon and Nigel.
That's
Awesome.
how the
That's what I
rich
need.
live, with pictures of Little Red Riding Hood taking it in the can from the Big Bad Wolf. Let's take a break while we ponder how all the middle class is just like Red Riding Hood. When we come back, Algonquin's hottest playboy discusses how he spends his money on worthless shit.
Worthless shit. Oh my god, I'm enjoying this way too much.
Last night I think I shit the bed. Got so drunk I gave a dude head. Life is just a merciful blur when you pop a piss wasser. Piss wasser, don't drink it slow. 3 a.m. buy some blow. Sleep in the bathroom on the floor. What really matters anymore? All the crap you do all day. Who fucking cares? Anyway, piss wasser.
This is beer.
Drop drunk on
The beer.
piss wasser. Drink all day. It helps your troubles go away. Yeah, yeah. Piss wasser. Cheap German lager for export only.
I love that ad.
Next week, don't miss the CNT reality show Conjoined Twins, a hot night out. This is CNT.
Yay, I'm rich.
Welcome back to I'm Rich, the show about rich people that has the production values of a local cable access show.
That's because we have to churn this shit out en masse. Luckily, people are stupid enough to watch it.
Yeah, here we are.
Speaking of churning it out or bopping your baloney on the face of humanity, here's another vacuous rich person we're going to promote for reasons that are entirely beyond anyone's understanding. It's top Algonquin playboy, Tony McTony.
Tony McTony.
TMT is like TNT. This fast-living, fast-fused, but vertically challenged bachelor and Internet 2.0 millionaire has agreed to talk to us about what being rich is all about to him.
Since I became really rich, my life is incredible. I got a place with a glass floor, so I can take it up some skirts with a special camera.
Of course.
A glass elevator that got a glass jacuzzi in it, and I ride up and down for hours. You
Why?
know what? I'm gonna rub your nose in it. I gone from nerd to hot, quicker than you could say $750 million in stock ops.
Tony's place in Los Santos is legendary. Tony may only be 5 foot tall, but what he lacks in stature, he more than makes up for in sports cars. Why have one luxury Italian Infernus sports car
We can have
when
a
you
bunch.
can have two? And why have
Two.
two when you can have 15?
Of course.
All exactly the same. Each one has monogrammed seats with the special Tony McTony logo.
That's so
Since I
fucking
became
dumb.
rich, I realized I needed a logo. So I got the best logo designer to make me one. It cost $15 million just
What?
to create it. The silk thread was shit out by a Trappist monk. It's a yellow M done in an arch on a red background. You've never seen anything like it, people.
No, I have
My
not.
towels, my condoms, my gold rim jobs, all of it with the Tony McTony logo. Bitches loving niche.
Tony also hires women to sit cross-legged and topless in leather pants in bird cages hung from his ceiling, and they meditate
Please
so
don't
people
feed the
really
panther.
realize just how rich he is.
Now I get laid all of the time, which is great because I was a virgin up until about 6 months ago.
Tony
How old
spends
are
his weekends powerboating up the Humboldt alongside Algonquin, while he gets his special platform shoes hand-built by Eskimos out of Moon Rock. He likes to get back at the kids who beat him up in school by buying the companies where they're employed and sacking them.
Hey, I'm not bitter. I'm just a tiny guy with a lot of cash.
Next up, we've got Alfonso Vasquez. This guy's rich, and he's got a seriously hot daughter that he's gotta have trouble keeping his hands off of.
And wow, is his wife a bitch? She took half his money, just like a slut will.
But that half, he doesn't even need, because money rolls in so fast, he has snow shovels to pick it up. Alfonso keeps his daughter January Natasha Vasquez dripping in diamonds. She says she's even got her labia beautifully baroqued with an enormous 7-carat stone.
Oh my God.
She's a role model and knows it, showing girls exactly where their vaginas can take them if they try hard enough. But being this wealthy totally has a downside, though. See, she's terrified of trees and afraid that elves will abduct her and have their way with her. And she's never even had to learn to read or chew. It's so awesome.
In her world, nothing is impossible except humility and basic spelling, especially when a manservant chews your food and spits it into your mouth.
Oh my
Jets,
goodness.
Fleets of $300,000 sports cars, waterfall waterbeds, plus they've got a plasma TV in the toilet bowl to watch your favorite shows while you're making yourself throw up an $800 meal. That's what being rich is all about.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't get any better than this. If heaven exists, it won't be this good. Coming up next, boats, yachts, and twats. It's the decadence that you dream of, and it's only on I'm Rich.
Yay.
This is CNT.
My name is Stephanie Pearson. I tried dating, but it mostly ended in me just getting desperate and blowing homeless guys. Then I met Nathan on LoveMeat.net.
Love Meat.
We totally hit it off. Then he slit my throat and killed himself. Now we'll be together forever. Thanks, Love Meat.
Meet the man, woman, or beast of your dreams. Meeting someone is as easy as logging on, paying for a lifetime subscription, and receiving emails from the worst dregs of society you always feared were out there. Love
Then
me.
they're out there. I'm rich.
Welcome back to I'm Rich, In this section, we've got an in-depth investigation into corruption and scandal in the charity industry, alongside a report from the front line of poverty in our own country and how bent politicians are wasting the money you give them.
Only joking. Who cares about tales of woe when we've got tales of wow? We're going to talk about wealthy people like they are in any way interesting.
And we'll point out how pathetic your life is because you don't have emerald-encrusted toilet paper or a pet dragon that shits pizza.
That's amore. Speaking of shit. Liberty City has taken decadence to a whole new level recently, officially becoming the world's capital of stupid money when 5 generations of inbreeding created a wasp icon so drunk with fame and wealth, he doesn't even know his own name.
Lyle Cleethorpe V's ancestors made their fortune selling tobacco and slaves, both of which are good. But the Emancipation Proclamation didn't get his family down. They import all their labor from Mexico for pennies, making him mega ultra party time rich.
Genius. He spends his time sleeping with models whose shoulder blades could cut paper, holding court at the fanciest clubs in town, such as the legendary celeb hangout Maisonette 9. And driving sports bikes while high on drugs.
It's the American
That's
dream.
great.
He's talentless, pointless, and tedious. And we're talking about him because advertisers
Totally
will pay
random
for
guy.
spots on this show.
Let's think about that for a second.
There. A quick reflection is good. Now, let's get on with our lives.
Stay jealous, people. I know I will.
It's the decadence that you dream of, and it's only on I'm Rich.
I'm Rich is brought to you by Crapia, budget lifestyle solutions made from particle board. Rimmer sunglasses, sight for sore eyes. Al Dente's, all the Mamma Mia you can eat. Trackify Wireless, keep tabs on the ones you love. Big Log Cereal, who doesn't love big logs in the morning? Wife Beater Gin, the way to relax when you want her to shut the fuck up and let you watch TV. Bean Machine Coffee. Chihuahua hot dogs. Try beating our meat. Promotional consideration and advertising breaks brought to you by Adios Air. Say your goodbyes. Lax to the max. Get flowing again. Alpha Male. The Postal Evolution. The Alco Patch. It's the same refreshing feeling of your favorite drink, but delivered transdermally and discreetly. Fanny Crabs Bar and Grill. You'll love the taste of our Fanny Crabs. Support for the sponsor listing portion of the show brought to you by 24/7 convenience stores. Where else you gonna buy a 6-pack condoms and cigarettes when you're high at 3 in the morning? Burger Shot, kill your hunger. It's bleeding tasty.
All right. Kate's calling me. All right, guys. Gonna ignore that. We'll pick it up later for the next episode. All right. Well, I hope that made your guys' night. I know it definitely made my night 10 times fucking better. Just sitting here and listening to watching these shows. If you guys had a fun time with me, you enjoyed hanging out, be sure to catch the main series, the main GTA 5 or 4 series. We're wrapping it up, coming to an end, and look out for more fun, just neat little videos like this. Like, we did the missions, we went all nuts, but it was nice just to chill out and just relax and watch some TV in this game. They're all fucking hilarious too. The history of Liberty City, the I'm Rich, Republican Space Rangers. Alright, I love you guys. Take care, and make sure to catch me back on the main channel. We're gonna finish up the GTA series. Alright, have a great night, people.